Hi, and welcome to another episode of Portland Real Estate Coach. I'm your coach, Joe Fostolo, and this is my video podcast where the viewers send in their real estate questions by email, voicemail, or video, and I answer them for you here. As you can see, it is a gorgeous Portland, Oregon day. Fall is in the air. The leaves are turning red and orange and yellow. And the sun still comes out occasionally, but it is much, much cooler. It is also still a fantastic time to buy a house. The prices are low. The interest rates for loans are as low as they've ever been in my lifetime. And that leads us to today's question, which is, what is the most efficient way for searching for my next home? Let's take a listen.
Hi, my name is Ann, and I'm looking at buying a home, and I'm not quite sure the best way to go about it. I don't know if I need to get a realtor right away or if I should just kind of wing it on my own for a little bit, maybe look through the newspaper or some websites. I've been looking at a few different websites, but I'm not quite sure if they're the best ones, so I thought maybe I could ask you for your advice.
Well, that is a great question, and it's one I hear all the time for people on the search for their next home. What's really efficient is the way we do it with RMLS, and I can show you that better from my computer. So let's take a look. Boo! Hey everybody, happy Halloween! This is Joe. You're staring at my desktop computer, and that is my wallpaper I included to get in the holiday spirit. So before we dig into the most efficient way to find your next home, there are two steps that absolutely have to happen before your efficiency in finding the next home can happen. So I'm going to cover those real quick, and then we're going to dig in. First and foremost, you have to find an experienced, professional, honest, ethical, and knowledgeable realtor. It's never too soon to get the advice and the guidance of a professional, knowledgeable realtor. They're going to have lots of advice, lots of information. They're going to educate you, and that's the very, very first step. The next step is, before you can really search for a home, you need to know what you can qualify for. So this is essential, because you don't want to be looking at a price range that's 50 grand or 100 grand more than you can get a loan for. And the flip side of that is, you don't want to be looking at 50 or 100,000 less than what you can actually afford if you choose not to. You can always find out what you can afford in your maximum loan amount and scale it back if you choose, but knowledge is power. So you need to get pre-approved. They're going to give you a pre-approval letter, and at any time you make an offer, the seller really won't give any consideration to what you offer, even if it's full price or more, until they first know that you can afford it. So that is essential. Now, your realtor is absolutely going to want to give you recommendations. They know these people. They shake hands, rub elbows, and they're in the trenches with these lenders every day, and they know the different situations and scenarios, and they can give you 3 to 5 recommendations of who they think might be perfect for you. Absolutely take their advice. Your realtor knows what he's talking about or she's talking about, and part of getting a house in a good transaction is having everyone being the best that's involved, meaning the listing realtor, the selling realtor, the lender, the escrow officer, the inspector, the appraiser, all the way across the board. And a realtor is going to know the best of the best lending people more than, well, we bank at such and such credit union, and I was just going to go there. That may not be best suited for you. All right, I'll get off of my soapbox. So regardless of where you get your listing information, everyone surfs the web, right? So whether you go to Realtor.com, Redfin, Trulia, Zillow, Estately, you name it. All of those systems tie into RMLS. So RMLS is real time. The moment I enter a listing and hit enter, it is there for all the realtors and the realtors' prospective clients to see. Now, if you are searching the web, you would have to wait for those listings to port to that site in order to see it. And 12 hours or 24 hours or however long it takes may be too long, because it's very, very difficult to hide an outstanding listing. And if something pops on the market, we've all heard of those houses that came on the market and had 5 offers within the first, 3 hours. Well, that may be enough of a time advantage that it won't even cross your radar. So that is why, rather than going to a website that gets information from RMLS, that's why we're going straight to the source. RMLS New Profile Prospecting. And this is what I am going to build right here. And I will dig into it in just 1 second. And we're back. Okay, so how does this work? Here is a new profile, and I'm building one right now, and I'm going to show you all the different ways you can search. We have a residential home in area 147, and for example, here is the area list, and you can pick North Portland, Northeast, Southeast, Gresham, Milwaukee, anywhere. It all has a number. I think these are itemized in the Oregonian. You don't really need to know that. Just tell your realtor the cities you like. We have active bumpable, which is also contingent, and we have short sale pending. I'm sure these bumpable and short sale pending will be future videos, so I'm not going to dig into that. We have the price of $750 and more, and year built is year 2000 or newer. They want like a newer house, okay? So this is what we can do, but we can search so much more. The frequently used ones, we have bathrooms, bedrooms, city, lot size, minimum lot size, maximum lot size. We could do Thomas Guide, map coordinates, minimum square footage, maximum or a range, year built, and then all of these additional are all things you can search by. If it has a fireplace, or how many fireplaces, or the number of garages it has, or the type of heat. So it really, really can be efficient. However, not all the realtors are incredibly efficient in entering information as they're listing. So when a prospective buyer comes to me and says, hey, I want A, B, C, and D, I might soften that search a little bit. Because if someone says, hey Joe, I need a 5-bedroom home. If I searched for only 5-bedroom homes, I probably wouldn't see near as many as I would want to see. And it really is dependent on how that realtor that listed that house decides to enter it in RMLS. That 5-bedroom home could be a 4-bedroom home with a den, or it could be a 3-bedroom home with a den and a bonus room. So your realtor is going to soften your search a little bit, because maybe you're going to have to skip through 9 out of 10 listings that just aren't going to fit your minimum criteria, but maybe 1 out of 10 just might be perfect for you, and had you searched with too rigid of a search, it never would have popped up on your radar. So I would rather my buyers click the next button 9 times and see a home that could potentially work, than be too rigid and have them all screened out. So what does it look like when we build this and put it together? Well, you get an email once a day, and it has two links. The first link right here will show you everything that meets your criteria that has changed within the last 24 hours. So that's a brand new listing, a listing that was price reduced and is now in your criteria, a house that was sale pending and the deal crashed, it's back on the market, or a data change. So anything within the last 24 hours is this first link here. And let's check it out. It is this house right here. There's one record, and this was changed in the last 24 hours. Now, you need to understand that a lot of realtors sort of understand the system, and any data change, if they go here and change gorgeous custom home built by Esslinger Builders to terrific custom home and hit save, it will pop up again and again and again. I got one more thing to show you. This link here will show you everything that is currently still available and active that meets your criteria. And here is that list. There are 54 of them. And if you ever want to see if that house is still around and available, that is that link right there. And this is by far the most efficient. So thanks for joining in to this episode of Portland Real Estate Coach. We'll see you next time.